It's definitely been a good game, Crepanza. If I have to give it any... Because, it's easy to sit around and talk about all the things games have done that were really good and really fun. And I guess it's also easy to sit around and criticize them. Knowing the era the game came from, if I had to give it any criticism, it would be the second disc. And not that the story gets bad, the story actually gets way better, but it's that it becomes so story heavy. You have, an hour and a half of just solid story content, no fighting, hardly even any moving around, just reading, and then a dungeon and a boss battle. And it's been fun, but you gotta read about it. And the story you hear is that I think it was Final Fantasy VII had done so good they wanted to divert a ton of money from this project to Final Fantasy VIII, and so the game got cut short. Exactly, yeah. Exactly what CB's saying. Because I'd read that it was originally meant to be a 3 or 4 disc long game. And you can see it. The way they present the scenes as the second disc progresses, you literally get like still shots of the game with your character sitting there, this pendulum in the background, and text going down the screen telling you what's going on. And you can look at those still shots in the game and tell they were made from playable content. Oh, it is a work of art. From what I understand, I mean, it's considered one of the best JRPGs of the era. What the hell is this? That's one of those angels, isn't it? Supposedly Chrono Cross, not for the exact same issues, but Chrono Cross supposedly was supposed to be a far different game than it ended up being. And I still absolutely love it. Supposedly it was supposed to tie to not Chrono Trigger directly so much, but the visual novel / game that Square made in Japan, Radical Dreamers, that was supposed to tie much cleaner to that game and have more obvious ties to Chrono Trigger as well. And something about they had some kind of partial merger with Electronic Arts, and there goes Electronic Arts screwing something else up again. And they wanted to make a game that wasn't so tied to anything, so that people that hadn't played the previous games could enjoy it more, and blah blah blah. Money, money, money. Yeah, a lot of the characters could have used more depth, and from sources in the know, apparently it was supposed to have way more characters than it ended up having, and it already had a lot of characters. I think it had 40. And I think I remember reading something like they cut 45 playable characters from the game, so that means it would have had 85 playable characters, which is pretty good. It's not Suikoden, but it's pretty good. If that's your kind of thing. Magus from Chrono Trigger was supposed to make a much more literal appearance, rather than being a random magician in the game that was a playable character with very little backstory that supposedly only couldn't remember why he was Magus because he had amnesia or something dumb like that. Yeah. Which, that being said, Guile was one of my most used characters in the game, but he wasn't Magus. Do a 360. That's important in this process. You do 360 and then you land. I have no clue why. How do I get onto this thing? Oh, poop. Oh. Nope. Escape. Okay. Lesson learned. Don't get out of your gear right here. Oh, yeah. Land on it with the Yggdrasil. Okay. Let me back in the ship so I could sleep and refill my... Oh God, bugs! Yes, I just rewatched that on the stream. You could clearly see it fly in. It hit me on the face. So. It was one of the mosquito hawks was flying around. Don't hit me in the face. That made me a sad panda. I had the OST for Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger. Never bought them for anything else. All right. It is the beginning of the final charge. This place looks crazy. It looks like you're just walking on just this giant circuit board. The mapping of the inside of Deus is now complete. Okay, let's go, everyone. Okay, those were easy enough. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh no, and not another branch. Probably since he said the mapping's complete, I should try and look at the map. Eesh. Oh God, no. This guy looks like a fellow. He's got a wand, so it looks like if I give him too much time, he's gonna hurt me. I came back from this way, but I'd gone left and left instead of left and right, so... Oh God. So they've got traps now. I'm gonna have to utilize a small bit of platforming skill, I guess. Story question. I don't know exactly where I am other than... But this is where Deus went down into the planet. And I'm on my way to get and fight Deus and destroy the Zoha and Deus. And hopefully rescue Ellie from all of that. Nope. Cannot take that phone call. Is this the Eldridge? We're back on the Eldridge. We had found the Eldridge earlier in the game. Remember my exact map location, but I guess that would make sense if we're back on it. And it would make sense for Deus to have gone back to it, considering it's what brought Deus to the planet. As well as all of us people.